Welcome to the Amazing Devotions channel and welcome back to regular visitors. Please stay and be blessed by these daily devotions for men. A Legacy, the first in a classical series of men's devotionals, depicts characters of men from the Bible who represent men of today. Some succeeded while others failed. There are those who were strong yet some were weak. There is the spiritual and carnal. Kings, kings, princes, and patriarchs, all of whom men can identify with. They all left a legacy, whether it was positive or negative. What is your legacy? The lessons in today's devotion are how to cope with jealousy and unfaithfulness, from the life of Potiphar, Joseph's boss. Joseph was sold a second time to Potiphar, the Egyptian Pharaoh's captain of the guard. His intention was for Joseph to serve him and his household. Being the captain of Pharaoh's guard meant he was responsible for a sizable household. He found Joseph to be trustworthy. Quite soon Potiphar felt comfortable enough to transfer his entire household's business to Joseph. Unfortunately, his wife thought she was included in that transaction. Mrs. Potiphar's consistent seductive advances toward Joseph were symptomatic of needs not being met. Possibly Potiphar was rarely at home and neglected his manly duties, or he might have been a eunuch and could not meet his wife's needs. This meant that she might have been lonely and confined. Additionally, to leave his household affairs with Joseph also meant that he did not have the time to take care of his own household and business, other than the Pharaoh's business. Men who are too busy to take care of their domestic affairs, including that of their wives, will find themselves with similar marital problems as Potiphar. Mrs. Potiphar's wild accusations against Joseph made her husband realize she had eyes for someone else. He detected that she was willing to be unfaithful to him with Joseph. Most of the men that worked in the Egyptian's household were eunuchs, but Joseph was not one, therefore he was a prospective target. Based on Potiphar's resolve, he did not believe that Joseph made any advances toward his wife, but might have become humiliated by his wife's deception. To protect his pride, Potiphar decided to detain Joseph in the prison, where he was the captain. According to the serious charges made against Joseph, he deserved immediate death. Potiphar could have executed him, but he knew he would be putting to death an innocent man. Allowing Joseph to live was an indirect indication that he did not believe his wife's accusations. Most men in Potiphar's situation would have taken a more drastic measure against the accused and the accuser. Some of these measures would include murder, attempted murder, assault, divorce, or abuse, all of which would result in ruined lives. By making the right decision, Potiphar did not allow his jealousy to get the better of him. He spared Joseph's life and kept his wife. It was a difficult choice, but the right one, specifically since Joseph was under the protection of God. Most men could not have lived with the humiliation and deceit Potiphar's wife exposed her husband to. Nevertheless, he allowed God to use him by sparing Joseph's life and giving himself the courage to continue living with a deceitful and unfaithful woman. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom. Neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. Proverbs 6 verses 34 and 35. Thank you for watching the Amazing Devotions channel. Come back again tomorrow for more lessons from men of the Bible. By subscribing, you won't miss any of these amazing devotions. Tell all the men in your lives about lessons from amazing men of the Bible. Your support is very much appreciated.